Hello, Nigerians, and welcome back to the good stuff we have been doing. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about the so-called Olodo Uprising. And this Olodo Uprising has been trending on Twitter over the past 2 days. I refrain from making a post about it or even a comment because it is a bit too villainized around Pella, Jarvis, and Tataefe and Gege. So I don't like a situation whereby you pin a systematic rot on one or two individuals. So I agree with the narrative. There is a brain drain, there is a systematic rot in our education, but you cannot pin this on anybody. We need to tell ourselves the truth and analyze the situation. Even if you remove Pella from the equation, even if you close his account and tie him up and put him in jail, 10 more Pella will sprout out and the whole thing will continue. So we need to do a systematic analysis and not try to blame. But I did not even make any analysis on this because I just felt it was a bit too villainized. But two things brought my attention to this Olodo Uprising. One of them being a post by David Hundeyi from the Spearhead Africa team, a very good media team. They analyzed the so-called neocolonialism via algorithm. Like, in simple terms, the colonial masters are still colonizing Africa using social media algorithms. Now, this can be confirmed. Even my own personal experience, I can confirm this because I have been on Twitter over a period of since March 2025. I created a Twitter account, but I only posted mathematics because I did not find politics interesting at first. I focused on mathematics and I was studying philosophy just behind the scenes. But for 1 year I posted mathematics on this platform, I was able to get good follower and established following base, but they were all Europeans. In fact, only in few cases do my content get pushed Nigerians. I was having like 70% of my audience from America, from Europe, while the remaining in Nigeria was only 5% of my audience. And even though I did not use VPN, I'm in Nigeria, I've been in Nigeria since. So why is this the case? Why is my content that is educational, higher mathematics, not shown to my people in Nigeria here? So it's easy to say, okay, this is deliberate. But then, so even though I agree with this theory partially, I still will dismiss it in this context. The problem with this is because this theory fails to account for the fact that this is the general case of the algorithm itself, not just Africa. In USA, that is the same thing. The biggest names you know in the US, I don't think that anybody can proudly mention a tutorial page focused on advanced mathematics that is based in the USA. You know Mr. Beast, you know Speed, and some US celebrities. But there are still educational accounts that will never go as far. This also exists in Japan and other countries. This is how the algorithm will always be. So I don't think it's a deliberate plot. Although there are still some exceptions, like during elections, some posts get amplified more. But generally, I don't think it's a deliberate plot. I think it's more of the algorithm. And also, the second problem with this analogy, this theory, is that it fails to explain why Nigerians are actually consuming that content. Because yes, let's say there's a deliberate plot to show Nigerians some content. Why would you consume stuff from Pella or Kataefe? Of course, those people are human beings. Of course, they are not the people who watch them. But why is the audience so large? Why is the audience so large? That is what the theory does not explain. And for my own case now, I've never seen video of Pella before in my life showing up on my TikTok. Although I have seen Gege just once. He was saying, if you're a woman, I don't know what he was saying about if you're a woman or if you get mind. But it was not something that I was interested in. I just have to scroll past it. And that was the last time he was ever shown to me. So it will be shown to you, but why are you watching it? And this is what this thing failed to address. Although I have not formally responded to this theory because I've been busy. I cannot just come and say, okay, you are wrong, it's wrong. No, no, that's not how things work. You have to take the argument. You have to admit the person has done incredible work and thank the person. Then you have to put your own line of thinking. That's how we learn and grow. So I cannot go and be canceling people up and down. So, but I don't have time for all those lengthy things because I'm working on Pan-Africanism, and then I'm going to work on the state policing bill. I'm also going to work on the national identity bill as well that has been signed into law. So I have a lot of things on my hands this week. So I don't have time to accommodate other things. But what pushed me to make this video was the second point I have in mind, which is that this morning I saw a post from somebody on Twitter claiming that there was a time that Nigerians had Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Carbepedia, all this educational content. I was like, it seems that we do not understand what is happening here. Are we trying to make it look like there was a time that Nigeria was so intellectually active that only good content was making waves? Is that what we're trying to say here? Because it's not true. Even those times where, if Carbepedia, you can even argue. I don't see anything sensible in Carbepedia. I'm a mathematician, and I can tell you that it's a waste of time, and it promotes, although that is another theory for another day. If you want to do mathematics examination, it's Maths Olympiad. Carbepedia actually promotes brain rot. Although people may not realize this, it's not everything academic. It's not everything that is pushed out as academic, a quiz that you mark as good. No, because some things that are actually quiz academic, the structure, those fast-paced thinking, those memorization, those conforming to the norm of how the answers should be, those things actually promote a docile society. But this is another theory for another day. Mathematics is my field. I have trained students on Carbepedia before who has even gone to Fisher. They did not go that far, of course. But I have trained students going for Carbepedia, and I can tell you that I stopped based on me feeling that I'm just contributing to the rot in the system. So I focused on Math Olympiad, which trains more on critical thinking. But this is another theory for another day. So even then, when they're talking about this Carbepedia, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you cannot use these things to claim that Nigeria had any form of intellectualism. And also, these people are forgetting that this period, we also had Big Brother Africa and the later BB Niger. And this was before social media was even a thing. So you cannot claim that we had a very serious and purely intellectual society, but now social media is going to now trying to colonize us and all that. Now this brings us to the topic, the reason I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video is I want to explain, or I want to bring an argument that will explain why we consume what we consume. And the arguments and my points for this is that it is the economy. Yes, the economy is the reason. Let's put a scenario now. Let's say I know somebody who works his job. A typical Nigerian's job is maybe he goes to cement industry, or he's in a farm, or maybe he's somewhere. Let's say he's just a casual worker in a corporate house. When he comes back home, he's already suffocating from the weight of the whole work. What do you think he's going to watch when he comes back home? He's going to go to YouTube and watch thermodynamics, or trying to understand nuclear chemistry after carrying cement from morning to evening. No. He's going to go back home, and if I'm even his brother in the house, I will put Speller for him to watch so that he can laugh, or if he's not even going to laugh, I'll put anybody that will make him laugh so that he can at least not go insane. Because he carried the whole weight of the economy. You understand? And what other situation again are we going to use as example? Even in those who are in university system, do you see how they are underpaid? How they are working without AC, without fan, and sweating under the hot afternoon? How they are overworked? Some of them are given plenty of courses to handle. In the corporate settings, in universities, even those who are working at the bar, sometimes they'll just push all of them, come outside, say you should go and look for customers. There are many even pharmacies sef. Do you know how people are being overworked in Nigeria? And you want to think that if they have free time, they should go and watch a tutorial on theory of elasticity. No, now you cannot do that thing. or if you are free in your time, you should come and be studying political theory of, or you have to study economic theory of John Maynard Keynes. No, you don't have to study all those things. The economic system in Nigeria is the reason for this brain rot, and it will not change. It will only decline. In fact, the reason why back then, the reason why during, I think the people who began this comedy, not so serious, but they were among the first pioneers, were like Mark Angel. There was these people, they call them Terapneusi, right? Yeah, those two guys, three guys or so. And that's what those people they call Akurakumbe. Yeah, those people were the first pioneers of this comedy. Back then, the comedy was a bit more. There was some context to it. There were some themes to it. So, but that back then, to Nigeria economy was not this bad. So, as economy begins to crumble, as much more people are pushed down the income line, as much people are forced to work under the sun, as the economy decreases, so will the content they consume decreases. Yes, and we should not expect any change to happen. Even if we drag the current celebrities now who are the top promoter of this brain rot, even if you lock them up, new ones will pop up, because that is what Nigerians want to watch now. I write essays on Twitter. Some of my essays I write, sometimes they take like maybe you can take like 10 minutes, 20 minutes to read them. I'm not trying to, I don't see a day I wake up and I see 20 million views on my essays in Nigeria. No. I'm not expecting even 100,000 views on the essays. I have to write them purely for passion. You understand? That is why I do what I do. Not because I'm expecting anything profound from it. But why do I think that a Nigerian laborer will want to read my essay? He would not want to read it. So that is why I'm not also expecting it. The algorithm is the algorithm will never promote the goodness of any society, even American society. This is a default state. It's not African thing. It's how the algorithm is structured. The algorithm is there for advertisers, for the military industries, for American financial industrial complex to promote regime change. If they want to promote it, this is what the algorithm is there for. So the fact that we are seeing low level content trending in Nigeria is actually a reflection of the poor economy. And if you don't even, let's say for example now, especially because what is even the trending the most in our society now is live. People go live and ask yourself, what will make 20,000 Nigerians to be awake by 1 o'clock in the night watching Pella twist his ankle or watching Katefe pour spit over his camera? What will make you stay awake? 40,000, 100,000 Nigerians stay awake. If there is factories everywhere in Nigeria and you have to do night shift, are you going to be watching Katayefe on your live shift? Or if Nigeria had a very serious economy where you need to be at your working place by 7 a.m. and be very serious, will people stay awake all night watching all of this? No. So the economic collapse and the distrust in the government system is one of the reasons that people are running towards this low level content. So if we disagree with the rot, with the academic, if we are ashamed of the intellectual rot in our system, then we need to join hands and fight for a better country. This is the only way things will change. And although I will not talk about our academic rot for now, but because it will be a separate video, but I have a very bitter experience with Nigerian universities and the rot in our academic system. Our university settings contribute to this brain rot in the society way more than social media algorithm. And this is why I dismiss any pluralistic way of thinking that, okay, black man is just there hopelessly and trying to learn, while the white men are trying to push them content so that they can create an army of zombies in society. No. Our university system has been promoting brain rot in our society even before internet was a thing. And anybody who was unfortunate to go through the Nigerian education system from the secondary school level to the university level will confirm this. But this is another topic for that day. So I don't even know who give us the moral authority to persecute Pella and Jarvis and the rest of those people creating low level content. I disagree with what they create. I will never watch them. Even the algorithm. Twitter does not even show me that content. Except the few right thinking people I follow that brings it up to my attention. They will never show me such things. I disagree with their content, but will I come to them and type that okay, Pella and this and that one for that for promoting this? No, I will not, because I know that even a professor who has a degree in law, even our supreme judge, promotes brain rot, contributes more to the devastation in our society than Pella can even imagine or create in his lifetime. So this whole Olodo Uprising that is supposed to shame the content creators who are promoting brain rot is actually dead on arrival, because it does not even account for the main thing promoting this brain rot. Nigerians, we need to be much more systematic if we are interested in reclaiming our country. If we are interested in fighting systematic failure, we need to be much more, stop going after individuals. Someone following, say Pella is the fault, this one is the reason, that one. The system is what you focus on. So thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel. Bye.